Objects for us designers are very important because they kind of allow us to communicate very well what is our intention and to keep this intention all along the project. Projects are pretty long, and so to keep the original idea is very important because so many things happen that you can lose your project in your mind, so it's very important to keep that as that. So for example, this one, which is a shark fin, was actually kind of an idea which was in Randy Rodriguez's concept about the 370Z, and he had actually looked at a very passionate documentary on sharks, and that's when he wanted to have that sort of sleek shape that goes into the water as a metaphor for a sleek shape that goes into the air on the 370Z. This one is the Earth, and it's an object that is in levitation, and that is for the no gravity seats. The seats actually have been created for the new Altima, and these seats are supposed to be giving you the same feeling as if you were in outer space with no gravity. This one is kind of my favorite. It's a bulldog with sunglasses, with shades. And the idea is that when the group that was working on the cube was looking for an image that would represent this kind of unusual silhouette, they looked at this one as being very planted, like bulldogs are, so something very solid looking, but at the same time the fascia reminded them of shades, so that's why this image of a bulldog with the sunshades retained. These windmills are for the project that was Resonance, and Resonance was a show car that was supposed to express all the most advanced technologies, and we tried to use composites that were new, shapes that were really expressing the fluidity, but at the same time with everything very modern and very high-tech about them. And then lastly, we have the motorcycle tank. So this one is not the exact shape, but it's red as it is in the car. So the Duke is a car that we wanted to have an interior that was a little bit different. And the instrument panel is a classical instrument panel with floating gauges. But what's really cool about the center console, which is usually a leftover part which is very practically oriented with parts that are not so interesting. This one is painted with body color, and it's also something that has a shape that lets your knee rest against that, and that's what gives the character of the interior of Duke. The objects, we basically have to look for them and find them wherever. So the internet, any shop. We work mostly on images, but to work like this in 3D by gathering objects and putting them in boxes or in a meaningful way is really unique to Nissan as far as I know.